Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to this presentation on the 7 regenerative pathways to looking and feeling younger. This is a time that we are going to learn how to ignite our flame, like literally to feel that passion once again. So many people that I've talked to, especially since I sent an email out to a bunch of women. I had like over 100 people respond, and I had some of the most amazing conversations of my life, just hearing where women are right now. So one of the ladies that I talked to, or I should say several, were just saying, I'm just in a big transition. I just feel like I'm going through this deconstruction, that I'm ready to like literally have new roots and new wings. And I love that. And then I worked with another woman who's going through cancer, and she would like to really engage with a regenerative lifestyle. One of the things that we say here is we want to help everybody catch the regenerative lifestyle wave. It's a really important wave to catch. And another dear friend, who has the financial means and, has great family, she just says, I feel lonely. I feel depressed. I feel like I'm not on purpose. And another woman was talking about, she's in her 70s and she has an older husband, and she's just like, I'm just changing. Like, I'm noticing I can't use my hands. My grip strength is not as good. I look in the mirror and I feel like I've aged a lot just in the last year. And then a couple other women, they want to lose anywhere from 10 to 50 pounds. So this whole journey, this whole discussion today, this whole time with you is for me to share some of the wisdom and the experience that I've had over my 26-year career. And several of my friends that cannot be on the call on this night asked me to give a tour. I'm just going to give you a tour of Santa Fe Soul Center for Optimal Health. What's really cool is I'm sitting right in front. Hi there, Martha. I'm sitting here in front of my prayer wall that represents all healing, all spiritual traditions. I mean, we practice all kinds of healing traditions in our center. And I've kind of traveled around the world to bring some of the great wisdom to everyone. So here we go. This is our brain optimization and body regeneration studio. We have something really neat called the theta chamber. This is excellent for people with PTSD, any type of addiction, sleep issues, people who have obsessive thoughts. It creates new neural pathways. So we have this plasticity in our brain, and it's fantastic what can happen in just one session. A lot of our patients have major epiphanies, they have awakenings, they connect with the powers that be. So it's been quite awesome to have that. And then we have the pressotherapy. That's good for body sculpting, good for people that have weakness in their limbs. They have numbness and tingling. So I'm going to take you back through to our living room. And it's such an amazing story behind this prayer wall. And it's just so fun that when people come in, they get to, experience a whole new type of a healing center that is so welcoming. And here we have, this is kind of like our vision at Santa Fe Soul. There's all these different pathways, core values, bridges in medicine, health and healing, empowerment, which is a lot to do with what our discussion is going to be tonight. And then here we have, this is our relationship corner of our building. This is our kitchen. A lot happens in our kitchen. This is the Tesla lights, very, very popular. And what this really does is recalibrate the electrical system of the body. And then we're walking down the hallway where all the treatment rooms are, about 10 treatment rooms. I want to take a stop right here because this is our IV lounge. So all the people that are going to be joining us for the retreat are going to love being here because we offer some leading edge IVs like the Myers cocktail, the NAD therapies that are really good for inflammation, good for aging well. It's good for healing organ systems and really good for brain optimization. And then as we come down the hallway here, this is one of the most favorite parts of the whole center. We have this ceiling called it's called Heaven, Angels of Heaven. So all the major archangels are up there. So this is a really great spot to hang out. And certainly the women that come to the retreat will have this opportunity. And this is also a really exciting room where we do a lot of our procedures. We do the O shots, the P shots, facelifts, hair lifts, and lots of other IVs in this room. Now, I am going to take you back to where I'll be doing the presentation. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to show you one more thing. This is the hallway to our restrooms that have beautiful murals as well. And here is our World Vision wall. Several of the practitioners and community members came together for several weeks. We put that World Vision wall together. So this center represents unity and diversity. And quite frankly, it's been an amazing journey. And on Tuesday, we are going to be celebrating our 13th year. We actually built this center from the ground up, intentional. We had groundbreaking ceremonies. We had our, so we opened on May 23rd, 2005. And then we had our grand opening July 23rd, and we had a beautiful ribbon cutting. And so it's been a very exciting journey. And I'm just really thrilled to be able to share this blessing to the Santa Fe community and beyond. And we're still growing and learning new ways to help our patients with, you name it, every kind of health challenge. Oh, Siobhan, good to see you too. Okay, so what's going to happen now is Karen is helping me out with it, because again, there's so many people that couldn't make it on a Sunday night, but we're just glad you're here. So Karen, Karen, are you there?
Yes, thank you.
Karen, what I'm gonna do is you're all muted. This is perfect. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the presentation. Woohoo. Very excited to share this goodness of life. And I just want to say Martha Kane is going to be part of this retreat. She's going to be talking about resiliency, and she's going to be doing some meditations and just sharing her wisdom of being a therapist for over 30 years. A really dear woman in my life. Okay, so I am going to share my screen with you guys and start this, you ladies. Here we go. Okay. Now, Karen, you just let me know that this is you can see this, and let me get this viewed right. Okay, here we go. How's that, Karen?
Perfect. Can you hear me?
Awesome. Okay, so I just want to start off with this slide, which I love. You realize the most powerful frequency on earth is the human soul on fire. Are you ready to reignite yours? So we see about 100 patients a week here. And again, from that email that I sent out to all of you, a lot of women are not feeling like their soul is on fire, and they want to reclaim that. So just stay with me as I go through this presentation, because for all of you who are listening, there's so much information that you can take home today and tonight and bring into your life, literally starting tomorrow morning, that's free. That's what's so cool, because this regenerative medicine lifestyle most of it is very simple, and it's what we all know. It's just that we're not practicing it in the ways that we can. There we go. Okay, so I want to share a little bit about what has fueled my passion for 26 years and what got me into being excited about becoming a doctor of oriental medicine. And so a couple of events happened early in my life. I lost a brother when I was just 5, and I was a very aware child at 5, and I could really feel how that affected our whole family dynamic, and certainly the relationship with my mother and father that they had with each other and with all of us. It was a really sad time, and I just remember holding my little brother, knowing that he was really sick. He was born with a hole in his heart and had a lot of other health issues. Lived for 6 months, and anyway, it just left such an imprint in the fiber of my being. So much so that when I was in 5th grade, I had a career day. I attended a career day, and all I wanted to do was spend time with a doctor. And so I did that. And half the day was spent at 2 nursing homes. And I have to tell you, almost didn't want to walk into them. I just thought, oh my God, these people don't look well. The place didn't smell good. And, but I got to ask some really good questions to the Dr. Rainsfield, who I was with all that day. And he just basically said, Robyn, most people are here because of lifestyle choices, who have not been living a regenerative lifestyle pathway. So anyway, it just another day in my life that I'll never forget, which left this knowing that I was going to dedicate my entire life to helping people get better, to help people really get to the root of their health issues, and my friends and family members to share with them anything possible I could do to help them have a better quality of life. And why not have a life with that ignition switch on? My grandfather died of a massive heart attack when I was only 12 years old at my house over Thanksgiving weekend. And he was only 66 years old. And I couldn't help but think, why did he have such a short life? And then unnecessary suffering in my 26-year career. I see that every single week, whether I'm treating a 5-year-old or I'm treating a 99-year-old, there are so many issues, painful issues that people come in with, chronic illnesses, acute infections that could be prevented. And so this is an important theme of today's conversation. And also I've traveled the world, and mostly my passion has been to spend time with Indigenous people and to find out how they thrive, find out what their secrets are to living well. Because quite frankly, a lot of the developing nations have better quality of life than we do in the United States and Canada and in some of the European countries, because they live close to the earth and they eat from the earth. And that's a big part of the message today. So my life purpose is to live from my heart song and to enjoy a life of helping to uplift and transform people's lives with my art, which is amplified regenerative therapies. So what is your heart song? As I'm sharing this today, I would love for you to take some notes. I think I'm hearing some clicky. Should I? Okay, there we go. So questions for you to consider is, what is your dream come true? What is your heart song? Let's see if I can, let me just make sure I've got all these mutes off. Just one second. There we go. Okay, good. Except for, let me just do one more thing here. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so questions for you, and you can type away, do whatever you want, is, what is your dream come true? What is your heart song? Number 2, what is your number 1 health challenge right now? Number 3, where do you feel that in your body? What is your number 1 life challenge right now? And finally, what keeps you up at night, or what takes precious space and energy in your mind? And Karen, if you would, could you share the document so people can follow it if they'd like? And again, just know that if you're listening to this, this will be available to you as well.
Definitely, it's done.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, so what is a dream come true for you? So one thing I know that I've learned in a recent training in a line that I really love so much, but nothing can change when you are comfortable. Nothing. And so many people just realize that the status quo is not working, that they're ready to be reignited, ready for new beginnings. And so many people do want to feel heroic and noble about something. And this is what feeds their passion, right? This is what gives our life meaning and significance. And I think we can all agree that every great accomplishment is a triumph of some great passion, and that great works are accomplished by those who are intoxicated with a passion for greatness. And what I know from so many of you and my patients, that people want that back. And we know that's possible. And these 7 pathways are going to really help you get there. And I also I love this. My friend Paul Hoffman, he says, if, if you want to have an inspired legacy, you have to be legendary. You have to be legendary. So are you ready to ignite yours? Reignite yours. So what does a dream come true for you? Show up for yourself and your life will never be the same again. That is for sure. And for the people that join our retreat, we can tell you that people that have gone through transformative processes here, their lives have never been the same. So for example, we had a woman who came recently for our program in our brain optimization room. She was suffering with autoimmune diseases, several of them. She had chronic digestive problems. She had major headaches. And, you know, she's a young mom of two. And she's like, I don't even know how I'm going to make it through the next day sometime. So we did with her what we're going to be sharing with you as we continue along here. So what is your old story? What is the old story that you're ready to let go of, that you're grateful for, right? Because it's not about just letting go of our old stories. It's being so grateful for the lessons learned that have literally gotten our bodies, minds, and spirits to where we are today. But very often, when we're still living in an old story, we're like in a survival mode, right? One of the best books I've ever read is called The Untethered Soul. And so and I recommend that to everyone, because that helps you go on a journey of looking at things that are tethering you to your old stories, to your fears, to your doubts, to your old worn beliefs that are no longer serving you. So what do you want to release? What is no longer serving you? This is on one of our walls in my center. Our heart is broken open again and again until it is big enough to hold the world, by James Thornton. That was written on the wall by one of my artist friends before we opened our doors, Carol Anthony. And I can't help but think that we all can relate to this, right? That we all have had our heart broken again and again. And I always think about that Foreigner song, I Want to Know What Love Is. In my life, there has been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again, but somehow we do, right? We just do. We women in particular know how to be resilient, know how to go to bed some nights when we're just have had it, and then wake up the next morning and just say, I've got it. God or the angels, or I was put on this earth to have this gift of life, and I can get through these tough times. And what's really cool is we have each other to support us, right? We're never alone. That's one of the most important things that I think that a lot of us know, but we forget that there's this unseen realm of angelic beings that are here to help us. There are birds, and there's this energy that we can't maybe smell it, see it, but it's benevolent. It's here to support us. It's here to cocoon us. Let's see if I can go to this next page. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite slides I'm going to share tonight. How do you envision your regeneration, your transformation? So I just want to say that the word regenerate means a second chance, a new beginning. So when we look at this butterfly effect, that's what I love to call it, you know, from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And when we think about that transformation, that true regeneration, that rebirth possibility, it's all about putting your own body's healing power to work. Your own body has this innate intelligence that's designed to want balance, to want harmony, to want wellness. And we just have to allow that to happen by making these really good choices. So what are you willing to let go of, deconstruct, to love this deconstruction process? It's so important to become the butterfly, right? That we have to love that breaking down. It's freaking painful, but to bless it, just to know this too shall pass, right? And some of us have had many butterfly effect times, right? Where we've been the butterfly and then bam, we're back into the caterpillar stage, right? And that's just part of life. But how can we allow, especially the women that are going to be joining this retreat, allow this time to be an absolute yes, saying that you're ready to live the butterfly life. You're ready to live your true vision. You're ready to take a stand for yourself like never before. The new you, awaken to the masterpiece that you are. So to become that masterpiece that you are, again, it's part of that breaking down to break through, and deciding to live your life by design, not default. That's so huge, to live life on your terms. So for many women, they've been mother warriors. They have, lived for 20 years with a man that they didn't feel connected to, that they've lost their sexual desire. They want to reclaim that. So part of that is just awakening to your creativity, right? Awakening to the masterpiece that you are, knowing that literally the paintbrushes that you are crafting this masterpiece are the yeses and nos, right? What are those yeses? What are those nos? So that's a big part of regenerative medicine, is how we're saying yes to ourselves and what we're saying no to. In this chapter of our lives, it's a different time. So a different time to say yes, again, to create the life that we desire. I just want to share a big new you story. This is Dara, my beloved office manager. I call her the queen bee. She's amazing. And since she's worked with us at Santa Fe Soul, she has lost over 40 pounds. Now talk about going from a caterpillar where she's been stuck for so many years to finally, like literally just how much more uplifted she feels, how much more energy she has in her body. Her faith is stronger. The way she's showing up as a mother and a lover is much stronger. It's just been awesome to witness. And she has been a champion of following these 7 pathways. So the 7 natural regenerative solutions to becoming younger: rejuvenate, regenerate, cultivate a new you. So let's define regenerative medicine. It is the reverse of aging and degenerative disease. It's a science of boosting healing naturally in damaged tissues and in underfunctioning endocrine and immune systems. It's being achieved with nutrition therapy, stem cells, and oxidative medicine, including ozone and high-dose vitamin C IVs. It also includes restoring healthy hair, skin rejuvenation, and sexual function with your own platelet-rich plasma. So again, this word regenerate and regenerative medicine is a lot to do with looking younger naturally, using your own body's intelligence. So PRP in this case is using your own blood, where we extract about 60 cc of your blood, we spin it in a FDA centrifuge, and we extract your platelets. And those platelets are injected into your face, into your scalp, into your breast tissue, into your sexual organs, not organs, but the sexual tissue. Why? Because a lot of women suffer from incontinence and suffer from sexual pain, a lot of pelvic pain, scar tissue, not having arousal at all. So it's really neat to know that this is possible. So for the women that are coming to the retreat, they're going to be able to choose one of these. Okay, here they are, 7 pathways to a regenerative lifestyle. And if you got that link, you will see these listed there. So again, most of these are for free, but I might be able to share a version of them that make you think out of the box of what it means. So as we've already kind of discussed, number 1, connect to your big why daily. Find your purpose. And when you find your purpose, you find your health. Let me tell you, people tend to have better health when they are so passionate about their purpose. Like when they wake up in the morning, they know they're on fire to be of service in some way. I have to admit, I've been fortunate because I practice these regenerative lifestyles. But in 6 years, I've never missed a day of work because of being sick. I've missed a day of work because I've traveled. I've done a lot of that. I missed a day of work for other reasons, but never because I wasn't healthy enough to show up. And because I'm so passionate about my work, even now, 26 years later, because I keep reinventing myself, I keep regenerating my enthusiasm for my career, because I'm learning new tools, new procedures that are really helping people in such a big way. So the third one, number 2, be your own best healthcare advocate. Oh my goodness, nobody gets away without following this, because no one can do for you what you can do for yourself. Absolutely no one else. So my friend Alan Christensen, he says, it takes heroic consistency of being your CEO for your own healthcare. It's, again, those choices, yes and no choices that you're making every single day. It's following these pathways. Number 3, one of my favorite, is reconnecting to the earth and staying active and learning the power of the word electrosanitize. Electrosanitize your life and clean your environment. Because when we're not connected to the earth's frequencies, we're missing out on what is absolutely necessary to ignite, to turn on our mitochondria. Those are our powerhouses where we create energy in our cells. And electrosanitize essentially means like turning off the Wi-Fi at night, unplugging TVs and anything that's electrical around your head at night, and giving yourself at least 2 hours before you go to bed, like staying away from all electronics so you can get that deep restorative rest. It's really important, number 4, to consume alive foods. And again, what Mother Nature provides is so important. Alive foods from nature. And I would just want to also talk a little bit about thoughts and food as medicine. I ran the self-care revolution for several years online. I mean, literally had people from all over the world. And we did a 1-month module just on thoughts and food as medicine. So we talk a lot about thoughts with our patients here. And again, our primal brain is designed for there's a lot of negative thoughts that happen, right? Like 80% of our thoughts in any given day are negative. Automatic negative thoughts. Those are called ants. So when I was preparing for a presentation for the New Mexico symposium this year, I was working with a friend of mine, and she said, Robyn, why don't you just teach everybody to go from ants, automatic negative thoughts, to automatic conscious thoughts. So ants to X, automatic charismatic thoughts, automatic conscious thoughts. So keep that in mind. We've got like at least 50 C's. You can substitute the C that you desire, but it's just a really great possibility. And then sleep is essential, at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night. So people that are not regenerating healthy tissues are not getting that deep restorative rest. It's so clear that we're not regenerating healthy cells, tissues, thoughts, that we're putting our body in alarm mode. Our hormones are in disarray. This is a very important part of our chemical system that needs to be restored with healthy sleep. Finally, 6 is transmute and release trauma. So I treat a lot of patients that look really great on the outside. They just look beautiful. They seem vibrant, but when behind closed doors, right, there's a bomb. There's some major trauma, some sexual abuse, relationship issues. They have some type of disease. So it's really, this regenerative medicine is an inside out job. So any trauma that you still have, it's never too late to transmute it. And I love that word. It's really about giving it back to Mother Earth, like literally like cleansing yourself of it. It might be something that you're still learning from for the rest of your life. Like some of the most horrific things have happened to dear friends in the last few years. One of my closest friends lost her son in a car accident. And just seeing her go through her process. So it's not about not feeling, it's going through the pain, it's going through the process and going, again, it's like, again, that butterfly effect when you walk into life in a new way and you're still here. Like she knows God put her on the planet to do epic stuff. She's already been an incredible healer in this community and she knows there's so much more. So transmute and release trauma. And finally, meditation and a mindfulness spiritual practice. I love that idea of meditating to elevate, like to really have that communion with the sky and the earth, that it's so important for a peaceful existence to have a meditation practice. I don't know how to regenerate without it. So what is your why? What is your life's purpose? That's number one. We've already gone through that. And so hopefully you're writing this down and you're thinking about it, knowing that, I think it was Nietzsche said that how important it is, like if you know your why, your how will happen, right? If you just know your why and it fuels you. Number two, self-care revolution. This is a very important that we all say yes to our own self-care revolution. It's any activity of an individual, family, or community with a desire of improving or restoring health or treating or preventing disease. And revolution, a fundamental change in the way of thinking about or visualizing something. So many of you might have your own revolution going on that you are really passionate about, but knowing that self-care is going to get you there, right? That's how any revolution that is well run is through a great self-care lifestyle. And then number three, are you aware of the power of earthing and how it plays an important role in our health? I wrote an article about free healing. Like literally, this is available to all of us, but what is most important is that we go barefoot. So like even outside, we have, flagstone, and we have places where we can just walk barefoot, where we're going to get those negative ions on the bottom of our feet. And it doesn't matter if you can't go barefoot, just getting outdoors and spending at least more than we are right now. The average American is spending over 90% of their entire life indoors. So if we just spend at least 30% of our life indoors, we will be that much better, because that's the true grassroots movement that's so important in terms of regenerating healthy cells, is literally being rooted to the earth as much as possible, getting the sunshine, that liquid sunshine, right? That is so important in terms of restoring vitamin D levels in our body, good for our hormones, good for our body, mind, and spirit. So I want to ask you, where in the world do you feel the best mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? I can tell you a story. I traveled to Israel in 2011. It was actually one of the most magnificent trips of my life. It was totally unexpected. I was actually there because the Israeli people are so dedicated to health and they love health technology. So I was sharing a PMF, a pulse electromagnetic field technology that we have at my center with them. But anyway, my favorite moment in Israel, there were many, but was going to the Dead Sea. And as many as you know, you can't sink. And the buoyancy, the joy, just hearing people with, from languages from around the world, just laughing. I mean, it was such a natural high. I can't even tell you. It was such a natural high. I was traveling with two girlfriends and we're like, we got to get more of that. We need more. So we stayed in our hotel. We got on the first bus because it's crowded there. We literally were the first 3 women in the Dead Sea in that area that day. And so it really represents that formula, which I call like the most important formula to regenerate healthy tissue, which has to do with water, minerals, right? Just sprinkling sea salt in your water is so important. Being in that electromagnetic field of the earth and nourishing yourself with foods that Mother Nature provides. I'm telling you, that is one of the best ways, even with people with the sickest of sick, if they just get that, life starts to return. Life starts to return to, very often, to diseased organs, to underfunctioning cells, to a brain that's not functioning. We live in a world where our children's brains are not functioning well. Most people are just feeling that they're foggy a lot of the time. And I'd have to say that has a lot to do with being indoors as much as we are, especially with now 5G, Wi-Fi. We're literally plugged in 24/7. The body's electrical in nature, and it was Dr. Werner Heisenberg that said electromagnetic energy is the elementary energy in which all of life and organisms depend. So we need that. And one thing that's true about the earth is that we're in a cycle. I mean, we're in like the actual measurement of the field of the earth is actually measured in microtesla. So it used to be like 120, now it's 60. It's just part of this evolution. So it's more difficult to get this healthy spark into our cells that turns on that biological window. And it's no wonder, 20,000 species are going extinct every year. So eat foods that are live. I actually have another slide where I show celery. Celery looks like bones. It's super good for your bones. And there's like 22 minerals in a celery stalk that are good, that's good for your bones, but also it's highly water. It's mostly water. So it's good to eat foods that are high in good minerals and natural vitamins. And like a tomato looks like a heart, which has lycopene in it. Really excellent for the heart. Carrots look like the iris of an eye. Very good for your vision. Walnuts are good for your brain, just to name a few. Some of the key supplements, because I do think it's very difficult unless people are eating an organic diet, staying away from GMO foods, that we do need to consider supplementing our lifestyles. I know I feel like a very healthy woman, but here are some of the key supplements that I recommend to my patients. I wrote a book on travel and health because I love, as you know, to travel the world. These are some of the most important supplements that I think you might want to consider. And what we have down here, all the women that are going to be doing our retreat are going to get $500 worth of these supplements that are part of this regenerative lifestyle. So number one, take a good multivitamin and mineral. And I just want to say what is so deficient in most people are zinc, magnesium, and iron. I see that a lot in women, especially women that are still menstruating, but zinc and magnesium, even more so. I rarely see a person that has adequate numbers of zinc, adequate levels of zinc. And I just want to tell you that between zinc and magnesium alone, there's over 200 systems in your body that are dependent on adequate levels of zinc and magnesium. We also see people with low vitamin D levels and low vitamin C levels. So consider taking a vitamin D3 with K2. It's so essential. People take D3 alone, but you're missing something very important to your blood vessels, to your bones, to your immunity when you don't get the K2 with it. And for many of my people that are low, we recommend at least 5,000 units to 10,000 of units a day. Astaxanthin, when I studied research for my book on travel and health, I've discovered that is one of the most powerful antioxidants known to man. It is something that we see in the orange coating of salmon, right? In lots of different types of fish. And so to prevent the absorption of radiation when we fly or just breathing in air in everyday life, astaxanthin, at least 10 milligrams a day, will really help your cell walls, will really protect you from all the oxidation, that rusting that happens in our body. Take 1,000 to 3,000 milligrams of omega-3s and consider a probiotic, something that we really love at Santa Fe Soul. And I know the guy behind it is Restore Gut for Health, Zach Bush. Absolutely brilliant man and such a conscious human being. That talk about a man that knows his passion. Wow. He being a triple board certified doctor, being in the Western medical system, he saw that, this is a disease management system. And he's like, oh my God, I've got to help the world see that there's a new way. And he is in total alignment with what I'm sharing right now. And I love that he came up with this product because it really is an antidote to the glyphosate and all of the toxins that we're exposed to. So number 5, did you know that 1/3 of this world is not sleeping well? Nothing impacts our sustainable health, good moods, and a get up and go attitude like a good night's sleep. And yet a lack of quality of sleep can be one of the most common problems we face. This is near and dear to me because it's only been in the last 10 years that I've been able to sleep well. I was like this, I know my mom said I came out of the womb not being a really good sleeper, but it was really getting this earthing piece that changed my life, and investing in these pulse electromagnetic field mats. The IRMRS is the one that we have. It was John Gray, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He was the keynote speaker for a event that we did in Santa Fe. And he was the one who led me to this health technology. So fortunately, there are health technologies. My center is full of them. One of my favorite other technologies that we're bringing to this women's retreat is called the AO scan from Russia, where it truly looks at the electrical system of your body. And it can tell you what food allergies you have, what parasites you have in your body. It can look at the blood flow and the capillary flow into your brain. It also, looks at, again, like the digestive system. It looks at where you had injuries in your body. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, this is releasing trauma. I kind of touched upon these things, but I'm going a little bit deeper. So I take people through a Tonglen exercise, which I'm going to take all my women through at the retreat. But it's important to look at ways that we can do collective purges, right? And sometimes that's when somebody will go online and 5,000 people will join to literally know that it doesn't matter where we are on the world, it's intention that can help us release the pain body. And I love my friend Joan Rosenberg, who said, your real success and strength in life comes from being able to face difficult and painful circumstances, situations, and feelings with integrity and constructive action. Meditation. Yes, elevate. Meditate to elevate. Love it. There's so many different types of meditation programs and probably in your local community. We have many here. Just even knowing that if you meditate like 3 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, just in the busyness of your life, you can look at an app on your phone or just do some breathing. Deep breathing is fantastic for restoring a healthy body, brain, and spirit. So what are the top 3 regenerative action steps that you're going to commit to for the next 30 days? This is also on your sheet, so you can have that over the next 30 days to look at what you committed to. And commitment is such an important thing, right? That we got to love ourselves enough to know that we deserve the result that we want to see, that transformation, that butterfly effect that we've been talking about. So now I'm going to shift into some of again, this is so many women wanted to know more about the regenerative solutions that we offer at Santa Fe Soul. And these are solutions like Prolozone and PRP to restore healthy joints, IV therapies that are fantastic for your immune system, really good for brain, good to reduce inflammation. Yeah, we do IV therapies every day, the Myers cocktail, vitamin C drips to really help people. So in this retreat, based on, again, it's personalized and customized. So based on what your body is really showing that you need, based on looking at your lab results, based on my having a conversation with you to hear what's going on with you, we will decide exactly what you need when you're here for those 3 days. And everyone gets a choice of the next 4, actually: sexual the O shot, the facelift, hair lift, or the breast lift. These are all done, again, they're natural and they help you look younger. So what does the PRP essentially do? It increases your own elastin, your own collagen in your face. It increases blood flow. It increases new blood vessels into the tissue. So in terms of the O shot, it helps to reverse incontinence. It really helps with people with pelvic pain. And I just want to talk about healthy joints, the first one, because that is so common. People, as they age, want a remedy. They want something to take away their pain right away. And Prolozone is something fantastic that really helps people get back on their toes, dancing, and do what they will have to do. So this private women's retreat is June 21st through 23rd. You'll have the opportunity to come to Santa Fe Soul and receive one of these treatments. And also, again, we'll customize exactly what you need to have that transformation that you're looking for, to actually looking better, feeling better, looking younger. Discovering and defining a new you, a clear mind, a healthy look and feel, sharp thinking, pain-free and sexier, and living younger, feeling younger. So this is what a regenerative lifestyle looks like. You look and feel younger. We will provide natural, personalized, customized solutions. This is what so many women were excited about, that you'll receive a comprehensive health profile with a thorough overview of your body chemistry, hormones, gut health, food allergies, and immune status. You will have the opportunity to clear out your stress, the old emotions, and past traumas. We will literally take you on a breakthrough, breakdown, right? Breakdown to breakthrough, that deconstruction, and and to find those pain points you don't even know are there. That's like so exciting when to be on the other end of it and like reclaiming that new vision for yourself and believing in yourself. This is super important, and so many women over 50 are not feeling their sexual, they're not feeling sensual, they're not feeling sexual, they don't feel that their passion is being ignited in the way that they would like. So this is going to be really fun time, really exciting part of this retreat, to really learn about what's been shutting you down. Sometimes it's health issues, sometimes it's a trauma. It could be the food that you're eating. It could be, from a childbirth, whatever. So many women have no idea about the incredible potency that's available to them, and how important it is to move that energy from the first chakra all the way up to your crown and out. We will provide lots of yummy food, definitely, as promised. We'll have access to our IV lounge. These are some of the IVs that we offer. And the B12 Blast is awesome. For people who are dehydrated, this is really helpful. Access to better brain function. There's so many incredible tools that we offer to help you with fixed patterns in your brain, addictions, traumas, post-traumatic stress disorder that you've had for 20, 30 years. This is possible to reverse that. And NAD is a really awesome IV that I already mentioned. The Prolozone, this is probably our most, this is, I'd have to say, the most popular injection that we offer here, that is good for tennis elbow and shoulder injuries. It's fantastic for herniated discs, inflammation in the ankles, really good for pelvic pain as well. So you may have heard about this from Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, Peyton Manning, racehorses. So many people are using platelet-rich plasma to avoid surgery and to speed recovery. So this is a great way, again, for the women that come in here that want to dance again, right? Want to run again, want to go horseback riding. It's just nice to know that there are healthy, natural solutions. The natural, non-surgical face and breast lift. This is the areas that we focus on, the cheeks and the entire face. It helps with wound healing. It's really good for scars. It's good for the chest and the décolleté. And we have seen major transformations with the facelift. Like, people are just amazed with one treatment, what can happen. And this is was written from one of my beloved patients. I'm in love with the first PRP facelift with Dr. Benson. Immediately I looked in the mirror and saw a woman who looked 10 years younger. Woohoo! I just want a surgical facelift, and I'm glad there is this natural solution. I highly recommend Dr. Robyn Benson and her artistic approach to sculpting beauty. Sculpting beauty is in your hands, right? Sculpting beauty is, again, with those yeses and nos, and saying yes and being committed to your new vision, your new story, the new you that you want to embody every single day. This is what the before and after looks like after a facelift. It's pretty awesome. And we also integrate into the facelift is this microderma needling that is, I think it's like one of the coolest workouts for the face. It's like gym for your face. But we do that first, and we make all these little micro holes. Then we add your PRP, which is biologically active, especially for the first 72 hours, but up to 3 months. So it's pretty amazing what can happen with a PRP treatment to your face. And then also to your hair. This is becoming more and more popular. You see a lot of movie stars, right, are getting the vampire hair lift and the vampire facelift and talking about it because it works. And again, this is part of the retreat. So upgrade your sex life and libido with the O shot. This is pretty awesome. And I just want to say a little bit about why sex life again is so important. I mean, it can help be an antidote to a chronic disease. It's great for your brain health. It's very good for your sleep. It's really important to move energy in your endocrine system, a healthy functioning heart, thyroid, that whole pelvic area, to really activate it. I love this picture. So just want to share a couple more stories from some of our patients that have had the breast lift, have had the hair lift. This is one of our O-shot people. She said, I had very little clitoral sensation before my O-shot and occasional incontinence. I just can't believe the change. No more inconvenient leakage when I exercise, and I have better sexual relations now than I have had for a very long time. Key supplements. Again, $500 worth of supplements all of our people will get. We're going to do one amazing excursion to Ojo Caliente. This is a very sacred site about an hour away. All 10 of us are going to go together, and it's going to be on the final day where we're going to put our blessings, our transformations, our visions out into the world, literally to give them wings. We'll have 2 special guest appearances. I cannot wait to share these people with you. Amazing. Here are just a few more testimonials from people that have had major life changes by being part of our community here. So the makeover retreat, once again, is June 21st to the 23rd, limited to 10 women. We have a couple of spots left. And what I would encourage you to do, if this is of interest to you, you can literally call my cell phone or just email me, Robyn, R-O-B-Y-N, at robynbenson.com, R-O-B-Y-N at robynbenson.com. And you are also free to call my office at 505-986-1089 and talk to Dara, and we will schedule a time, because I want to hear about you, what your vision for your life is, what your health challenges are, what transformation you're looking for. And I want to just offer everyone that's listens to this, this free gift at robynbenson.com/gift, where you'll learn about all of these regenerative therapies that I've talked about, some of these advanced therapies, but also the basic ones, the ones that are for free, but again, to think about them in a new way. So finally, I just want to end by saying, it's just been a pleasure to be with you all here, and all of you that will listen to this recording later. We at Santa Fe Soul, all of us, our mission is to help people, to help them regenerate, help people get to the root cause of anything that's affecting you in your body, mind, and spirit. Literally, if you have not found the solution to an autoimmune disease, you haven't gotten your brain back, you're struggling with fertility, all of these issues we help our patients with every single day. I've been doing it for 26 years, and I couldn't be more excited to be hosting this retreat. And again, I have a few other people that will be joining me. I can promise you that your life will never be the same again when you say yes to this, yes to your new story. So if you have any questions, once again, I just want to remind you that you can email me at robyn@robynbenson.com. And you can also call and speak to Dara at 505-986-1089. And we look forward to taking you on a journey of a lifetime to help you ignite your flame. And it's time for a breakthrough, and it's time to break free. Take care, everyone. Sending you so much love, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what you're going through in life. Just know that we are here to support you.